Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. Today is Friday, April 11th, 2025. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Ryan. Today is an A Day.
Today, our 8th grade language classes departed for Quebec, Canada. We wish everyone traveling a safe and fun-filled trip.
We've got a full episode today, so let's dive right in.
Earlier this morning, some of our 8th grade language students departed for Quebec City in Canada.
While they're there, they'll explore museums, enjoy authentic sugar shacks, and visit one of the oldest hotels in North America.
We hope they have a fantastic time. We'll feature pictures in the next broadcast.
Monday night, the Harlem Wizards brought their energy and tricks to Winnicott High School.
They faced off against the Hampton Hoopsters, a team made up of your very own teachers and staff from the Hampton schools.
It was a night filled with laughs, dunks, and some very creative basketball.
Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm here today with everyone's favorite comfort dog and dog handler, Gus and Officer Terenzoni. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Now, OT, I thought today, in honor of National Pet Day, we could talk a little bit about Gus. Now, to start, could you please tell us a little bit about Gus's upbringing?
So Gus was born in Hampton. He is almost a year old. His birthday is May 17th. He is currently 86 pounds, so he's a very large puppy, and he'll only get bigger. We've been through a lot of training with My Dog's Mind and also with the breeder himself. Gus's favorite things to do is to play soccer and to swim.
Well, now, I think a lot of people are wondering, why does our community actually have Gus? What purpose does he serve here?
So Gus's only job is to be essentially an emotional support animal. So he's here to comfort not only children, but elderly people or anyone in the community, essentially, if they're having a bad day. So I encourage any kids who are just struggling in school to come down and see us.
Well, I know a visit down to Gus's office always helps my mood. Now, I know we all have our own personal favorite things about this beloved dog, but what's your favorite thing about Gus? Now, I know we all have our own personal favorite things about Hampton Academy's beloved puppy, but OT, what's your personal favorite thing about Gus?
I think one of my favorite things is just how loving and caring he is. And he really knows his job. When he's at home, he can get a little crazy, but as soon as we get to work, he settles down and knows when he can have fun and when he can just be there to comfort people.
Well, thank you. I know Hampton Academy is very happy to have Gus, and thank you both for being on Shark News.
Thank you.
It's time for your fact of the day.
In honor of the Quebec trip, your question is, what year was the city of Quebec, Canada established? A, 1600, B, 1623, C, 1700, or D, 1608?
We'll reveal the answer at the end of the broadcast. Stay tuned.
Recently, our 8th grade science students have been working hard in classes on a new project, making maple syrup.
Students both in Mr. Shaw's and Mrs. Birch's science classes have spent the past few weeks not only tapping trees and collecting maple sap from around the school campus, but boiling this down to create everyone's favorite maple treat.
Jameson had a chance to speak with some of the students about this process and the result. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm here with 4 8th grade students, Avery, Alexa, Malin, and Mia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, I heard Hampton Academy's 8th grade classes have been working on making some maple syrup. This sounded really interesting, so I came to find out some more about it. Now, Avery, would you mind telling me the first part in the process of making maple syrup?
The first part in making the maple syrup is you have to tap the trees. We tap the trees with a spile to collect the sap and then put the bucket underneath.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. And Alexa, what comes after this to actually turn the sap into maple syrup?
Then, after successfully collecting all the sap from the trees, we boiled down all of the water, leaving behind a sugar that created the sap.
I had no idea so much work went into the process. Now, Malin, what's one thing you learned through this project?
I learned the intricacy in making maple syrup and how much work you have to put into it.
Yeah, it seems like it. And Mia, what was your favorite part of this project?
My favorite part was probably collecting the sap and then getting to taste the syrup after.
Well, thank you all for being on Shark News.
Thank you for having us.
Today's thought of the day comes from President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
A great reminder that courage begins when we stop letting fear get in our way.
Now for your weekend weather. Today will be cloudy with a high of 45 degrees. Saturday brings rain showers throughout the day, the high near 41 degrees. Sunday showers will continue with a high around 45 degrees. Don't forget your raincoats.
Today's lunch will be Yang's orange Chinese chicken over rice, roasted broccoli, mandarin oranges, and of course, ice cold milk. This week, the Student Council has been busy planning spring activities and gathering feedback from students.
We caught up with a few members to learn more about what they're working on.
From organizing Spirit Days to improving the student experience, they've been hard at work behind the scenes.
Let's take a look at a few quick interviews with some of our Student Council leaders.
Hello, Hampton Academy Sharks. We're here with Julian, who is one of our 6th grade Student Council members. Julian, would you like to tell us a little bit about the dance?
Sure. So the dance is on April 18th, which is an early release. It is at 6 to 7:30, and it costs $5, or you can donate 2 items for the food pantry or the SPCA.
And now it's time for your joke of the day. What did the left eye say to the right eye?
I don't know. What?
Something between us, something smells.
And now to reveal the answer to today's fact of the day.
That's right. The answer is D, 1608. Due to this, Quebec is considered one of the oldest cities in North America.
That's all for today's broadcast. Don't forget, next week we'll have a special episode of Shark News featuring highlights from our field trip to Studio Lab and Dairy.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember,
before you speak,
text,
chat,
or post,
ask yourself,
is it kind?
Is it true?
And is it necessary?
And remember the Academy way.
Manage yourself,
act responsibly,
and respect yourself and others.
Let's go out there and make it a great day.